You can't just leave without cameras. You gotta take cameras.
I have people for that.
You don't have people. You have no people.
I got you. You're my people.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I got the door. I got it.
Get that. Did you remember yesterday I had to get it? So we're taking turns.
Where are we going? We got to give you the rundown so you guys know where we're going today.
Well, I have a pretty long list, but our big things today are we're going to go see our friend Greg. He's in town. And,
surprises.
And then we're going to go check out a circus museum, I think.
Look at these fancy shoes Sheila has.
I'm returning those.
She never wore them for the 70s cruise.
Yeah, because I decided to go with something else.
We're at this wonderful park called Lazy Days RV Resort. The roads are really wide. Everyone parks on the street. It is an older park. We've heard rumors of they're going to do some renovations here. So there's your little park review update. We don't do those very often, but that was as good as I got right now.
Can we just roll the intro and get moving?
Boy, you're
we got a lot to do today.
All right, roll the intro. We got a lot to do. What are you waiting for?
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it up.
Kind of see Sheila's head over there. She's a little short. Just see the bottle. All right, so you remember when we talked at the State Fair about coming to the place where carnival owners actually purchase a lot of their novelty stuff, rides, things like that. They actually have their own show, and it's going on right now. Greg's at the front gate getting us tickets so we can get in, so we can bring you something behind the scenes. You would think though we were at an RV park with all the RVs here, but
fun fact, part of a lot of my event planning was we rented a lot of inflatables and did sort of things like this, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's like a maybe see what's new.
You never know. Welcome to
Gibtown.
We're in Gibtown, USA, Florida.
It says extravaganza.
It is an extravaganza.
Is this like the biggest showman show? We could get you like a little top hat.
No, I don't think.
There's a whole new
It's a whole new outfit.
Ooh, but I kind of like that one. It's a little sexy tuxedo. Can you just sing like that guy did in that show?
No, I don't have chops. I don't have the singing chop. International Independent Showman Association.
Chuck. You guys can just walk through.
Have a good day. Thank you. Good morning.
How's it going?
We meet again.
How are you guys?
How about you?
I don't know what to expect here. What am I expecting?
So this is Carnival Industry, one of their trade shows. They're looking at buying rides, buying concession stands, signs.
So anything I might want to buy, I could look at buying? Or would I have to own a carnival?
You would, if you wanted to buy like some stuffed animals for Sheila, you'd just have to buy like 10,000 of them.
Okay, so that's fair. That's fair.
So she better really like what.
Or we need to get a spacecraft for the extra storage. That's right.
So yeah, this is where they're buying like stuffed animals for the year.
Ah, wow.
See new ride options, that sort of thing?
Different things like that, yeah. So there's just a bunch of stuff. There's kind of outside stuff for concession stands, booths,
Why are you
rides.
here?
We sell to the carnival industry. We've actually sold to the carnival industry since the 60s.
Okay.
And then they pushed us to the first electric slide-out rooms in the early 70s. So that was our first patent, was on the electric slide-out room. And then they've always wanted bigger. because for them, they're on the road full timing, basically, like people that are living, but for them, it's also their business. So they wanted trailers that facilitate not only living, but also running a business. And that's when they pushed us to the semi-platform in the early 90s. That's when we went up to 57 feet. And that basically allows them to have their home and their office in the same trailer for 11 months of the year. And if you go around the area here on the other side of the river, on the south side is Gibsonton Drive. Go along there, they have what are called winter quarters. So when they come off the road, they come here with all of their rides, everything like that. They've got some land here, and they repair everything, get everything set up for the next year, bring in the new rides, get it all brought in, and then they're ready to go. Most of them go out on the road between now and April.
It's a whole nother, and it's like an underground.
Yeah, but we just discovered, you're saying we just discovered how the electric slide came about?
Yeah.
So there, look at that for RV life news. That's some nuggets. I think it's a whole different experience coming where all this stuff is set up and like there's no one here. It's just empty and you can just look at it. The question is I don't know how we find out the cost of some of this. Like, I'm just curious. Like, I'm sure you're curious. Like, how much is like the funnel cake booth here, or the burgers, or the hot dog and fry thing, or how much are these things that they're purchasing? So Greg gave us some good inside tips. He said that the rides, most of the carnival owners use the rides to just break even. So they're paying for the ride itself, the employee, and the insurance. And they make all their money on concessions.
Which is why there was so many concessions at the fair. They're just trying to get you to eat more food.
And I ate my fair share. I bet I ate $65 in treats at $13 a piece.
Somebody had a tummy ache.
I did have a tummy ache last night. I'm glad I didn't shoot video on that. But how much is this trailer that, you know?
It's just a deep fried Snickers, tell you what. But look at that. I mean,
right?
Nice and clean. Like, the possibilities are endless.
I mean, it's nice. This is so crazy. Like, here, these guys are over here testing out this ride.
How it works.
How it works. How, you know.
Look at that guy.
Like, deals are being made.
He's pedaling to get to the top up there. You can do it!
It's not a, each one of these open up, but there's not a turnbuckle on
Yours
it.
has one on every one.
Oh, it does?
You have to pull them down.
I like the little Dalmatian dogs. That's a cute little ride.
In other words, to pull them down.
Oh, it's nice and quiet.
They're talking about how quiet it is.
Yeah!
It goes faster when it comes down.
This is a good ride. It's so quiet.
Very quiet.
Oh, I really like that.
So what you got?
Liking these that little beach buggies. That's super cute. See those little beach bug, like little VW bugs? But there you go. Like, everything ranges from 80 grand to almost 400,000.
What we were just told is that the ride that we just watched over here, the show special is $330.
Whoosh.
I know, but what do they charge? Like almost $2, $3 to ride it? It doesn't take long to recoup.
Well, I don't know. I would think that the insurance
Transport-
and
insurance.
the HR transporting it. No, thank you.
No bueno.
They turned that pole, so there's the bunks for their sleeping quarters, and then they built one trailer. It's just a kitchen.
No, look.
Yeah. Why not?
We might just launch, like, we'll just switch it up on the side and throw people in the bunks. hit the road.
All you that volunteers.
This got 12 main sleepers, 6 double bunk beds, 2 shower rooms.
Look at that.
All aluminum. It's almost like,
Prison?
it's kind of like a prison life for sure.
It is. Like, that's about the size, right?
They said that they have to limit how big the space is to limit people partying and trashing them. But these only last for about 2 years, 3 years tops. The reason they did them all aluminum is at the end they can just scrap them and get a majority of their money back. Isn't that crazy?
Let's look at this kitchen.
Look at kitchen.
Now, this might have some use
Yeah?
for those places. Like, imagine us going to Courtside. There's no restaurant for us. We're going to do a huddle.
Uh-huh.
So there's a walk-in cooler.
See how this starts, guys? This is how the ideas start.
Then we can boondock wherever
This is true.
we want because we have a full
We could do
kitchen.
our own Courtside, huge huddle, hire and get one of these trailers,
Yeah, we just rent the trailer.
and then we have our own catering and everything
Yeah,
coming.
wherever we go. We don't have to worry about finding caterers. We just bring caterers with us. Actually, we have some switch crew chefs we just put to work in here.
We do have some switch crew chefs that could use a good
Look at
place.
this. Isn't just a freezer space.
This is how the ideas start. This is so you're understanding.
Oh yeah. Food for weeks.
Give a like, comment, suggestion down below if you think we should do something like this at Courtside and just like have our own, almost like a Burning Man. How about something like that? Burning Man has a negative connotation. If you look up that whole thing, it's bad.
Choose a
But
different word.
you have the idea of having this whole place in Courtside, our own food catering.
What
We
if
do-
we did a rolling caravan where you just have a caravan across the United States? We can go for disaster relief. We can go volunteer, community, and we take
We
our
could
own.
do that for volunteer
Yes.
stuff. If there's disaster relief, we'd have our own
We can take
kitchen.
our own kitchen with us. Oh.
See, switch it up. That's how the ideas start. Now, we do need you to like, comment, and subscribe for these big dream goals. Founders Club, thank you. I mean, because that's huge as well. But this is the dreaming part. Yeah, this is unique. Question is how much? I know those run about 75.
Oh, we just have Greg make it.
Can't just have Greg start making the stuff. Say, hey Greg, we need a whole kitchen. We need a commissary kitchen. You guys need to reach out and tell him he needs to jump in. This is impressive. All aluminum. Do you feel like is there? They have a bathroom?
It's the executive suite, so it's like the person who's in charge of this crew team sleeps up in the front, is what they were saying.
With their own bathroom.
Yeah, with their own bathroom.
It's all metal.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Feels
It is
very-
like.
Feels very gelish. Not that I've ever been.
She is. Sheila, you need to tell us something about your jail time?
I've never been.
Never been to jail?
Visited.
Visited. Never been.
Never been.
Everything is aluminum in this thing. It is a lot of rivets. Quarter machines?
That's why I'm I'm looking here. What do you? I found a moose. I love that moose.
Obviously, you gotta have all of the
And the sloth.
the novelty stuff to give away. Here we got, you know, bust a balloon, your ring toss,
All the signs you can
all the
remember.
signs. Like there's so many signs for your pretzels and your bloomin' onions and your barbecue. Unbelievable. I can't believe, like, it's wild for me to think, how do you go? You could go to these vendors and say, we want to create a ride, and they would create it for you from scratch. The thought, because then you still have to package it up, put it on semis, move it, assemble, reassemble hundreds of times. Yeah, it's crazy. Really causes your mind to start thinking through a lot of things, the logistics of how all this works. And I didn't even know this is like a big area. So every year they have, a lot of the owners have land, and then they bring their all their, what is it, their rides and stuff, and they do repairs on.
It's
like-
you think about how big of a business that is, right? Like
Yeah.
just all the expense and the logistics behind what they're doing. It's crazy.
Sheila, maybe we need an LED wall. Sheila found the wall.
Used things for sale.
Sheila found the wall of used rides for sale.
Oh no, I was thinking on the plane. What do you do on the plane?
You can go to usedrides.com.
45,000. 110,000.
Go, Todd. We're not giving up floppy.
Come on down to Todd's Bouncy House town. Bouncy houses everywhere. You too could have a bouncy house. Today only, this show special is $15.99. We are marking that down to $11.99. If you make it out today only, you looking to buy? Pretty like, you looking to buy?
Stop that.
Do you remember this trailer? This RV, this wonderful RV? We did a video on it.
We did.
And it was at the Tampa show 2 years ago.
Yep.
And it's actually, shh,
Yeah. You have to
can't
redo
say that.
You can't say that.
I can. Yes, I can.
No, Greg said you can't.
It's going to Hollywood. This trailer, if you remember, it is going to Hollywood in the
Yes,
next
there
2 weeks for a
is
movie shoot.
There is an actor. It's his rig.
Yes.
He doesn't want people to know that
Doesn't
this is
want
his
anyone
rig.
to know.
Right. So you can't say whose trailer it is.
Just caused a lot of controversy back in the day. We're just going to leave it that. We're just going to leave that right there.
Well, it's because it's his personal trailer. He doesn't want people to come knocking on his door.
If you can get to him and knock on his door, I wish you luck. Take a switch it up banner if you could. So you get a picture.
Let him know who we are.
Let him know. Anyway, it's all done. We'll take a peek inside, say hi, goodbye to
Say
Greg.
goodbye, and then let's go check out that. He said across the street there's like a museum across the street.
Okay, we can do that. I know.
Yeah, they got the.
This is all done now. The couches are in, the sound system.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? We were in movies, which we're not. Having this as our show trailer so we can get ready. I mean, here's your kitchen. Look at this, right? And then this is not actually the bedroom. They're using it as the makeup and dressing room. So you have the shower. And then this is going to be a makeup room, desk. So this actually could be a bed if you wanted it to. But it's pretty nice. Look at this.
Safe travels and have fun.
Great. When do you guys leave?
Friday.
Friday. Okay.
We were told about the International Independent Showman's Museum. Now you can actually be part of the organization for the International Showman's. I think it's $25 a year. But here's a whole museum. I guess we'll check it out. It's almost like we're going into like carnival slash, I don't know, circus world?
I don't know.
Oh,
You don't. It's,
didn't even know this was a thing.
the museum is open.
And the part I liked on this is they finally, towards the end of that, they showed the 44 sketch, and I knew there had been one.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun.
There's just talking about the World Fair.
Okay, so I'm on this thing right now about the World Fair. I've been looking it up, and the reason it blows me
Look at
away
that.
is that
Look at that building that they made.
in the 1880s, they built these humongous, you need to look this up, these humongous structures
Look at that.
within 2 to 3 years, right? And then after they were built, they tore them completely down. It is the weirdest thing when you start looking into the World's Fair, but check these buildings out.
How'd they build them so fast?
That is the
And
thing.
why did they tear 'em down?
Nobody knows how they built these. And we're talking horse and buggies back then. And actually, Nikola Tesla actually, believe it or not, made one of them all electric. And they didn't have electricity back then. So they made a World Fair with electric power. There's so many crazy things to look through, but it is like mind-boggling.
26 million visitors attended the World Fair in 1890.
1893.
Wow.
Chicago built 700 acres of fair in supposedly less than 2 years. St. Louis built 1,200 acres of exposition buildings. One of the buildings in Chicago, the manufacturer's building, would house 300,000 people. There's a giant statue in the middle of the lagoon. It was called the Golden Lady, talking giant structures and looking like ancient Rome with towers and domes and columns and the most fine, ornate pieces to them in these record, unbelievable times. Then as soon as they're done, chuck them in the garbage. They had a canal system that ran through the entire exposition. They also had an above-ground electric train. An electric train, well, where's the electricity coming from? That's running around the park. They had a moving walkway down by the shore. Not enough people are asking, where does this technology come from? It was certainly more than all of the lights anyway that were in New York City at the time were at the Chicago Exposition. And then what was amazing, for example, in St. Louis, 2 days after the fair ended, they brought in a demolition team from Chicago with explosives and blew the thing up. They actually used dynamite to blow it up, and they say threw it in landfills. Things like the World Fairs shows there was a time in our past, and even not that far in our past, where humans seem to be at a completely higher level. Human living and human knowledge were constructed into the buildings.
Electrical building. So apparently this is the history of amusement. From rail to coming in using horse and carriage. Look at that. It's the Viking giant.
Look at that. That's great.
Had all the sideshows, right? Little side note. So this was the Viking giant mummification. I imagine it's just a... But we're talking close to 8 foot. There's a lot of things on giants.
Actually excavated by archaeologist James Long of Minnesota.
It's the two-nosed cow, Daisy May. Man, there's just something nostalgic about this. It just seemed like back then Carnivals and Circus just had like this magic that you just couldn't wait to go to. They're just so much fun. It's like a rail car?
Circus or the state fair.
Wow.
So it's the business office in there.
State fairs have come a long ways.
Yeah, they no longer have to travel by train.
This is really cool history though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, he was real.
Yeah.
He was real?
Like Joe had. So
Oh, wow.
that he wore in 1950s. So this is like a David and Goliath. Even if David was my size, like that very much feels like a giant.
Yeah. Look at this. The easy part is a lot of times you see like really tall people and they're kind of lanky. He's like built. That is,
425 is what he weighs.
it's like a solid dude. 8 foot 8 inches tall.
Look at his shoes. That's a big foot.
It's a Bigfoot. Maybe we're looking for giants for Bigfoots. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, there's his pictures with all the people that he went and were in the different shows with.
They always knew the latest jokes and the latest songs. They spoke their own language and lived by their own rules in their own world. The audiences of America couldn't get enough of the circus.
Red hot, here's where you get your red hot roasted peanuts. Those big shows going to come back.
By the end of the 19th century, the circus would become a major industry. But in the early days, all it took was a caravan of wagons to bring a self-contained reality into town. A small, mysterious world for just 50 cents.
We did, thank you.
All right, so that was actually pretty fun. And I learned things that I didn't know. So that's awesome.
There's always, even though like there's not like a lot of places to go hiking and oodles of things to do in Florida, there's all these little bitty things to see throughout every community.
If you're in Gibbtown, if you're ever down this way, you should check it out. There's a lot of little oddity things that I had no clue existed down here. All right, on to the next adventure. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because you don't know where we're going next. We always switch it up on you.
We do. You never know what
You
you're
have
gonna
no
get.
idea. So hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you in the next video.
Oh, you should say on with the show.
Is that how we're ending now? On with the show!
Greatest show.